sometimes marriages can take a while to be annulled or to be divorced.
Correct. Yeah.
So
sometimes people are separated. Just people will be separated and they don't be divorced. And that just happens, or it takes, especially if you have money, or if you have assets and children, it can take longer. There's just a lot more that you have to deal with. But again, sometimes shit just be ugly. But again, Whitney was saving all her love for Jermaine.
Oh, nigga, stop the press. That song supposed to be about Jermaine. Saving all my love supposed to be about Jermaine. Google it.
It is. I'm not making.
You knew that already? You knew that already?
Yeah. Saving all my love for you was supposed to be it's always been rumored that the song was about Jermaine. So the fact that it was a married man that she was waiting on to come, and all of that was supposed, that is a song. That's always been the rumor, right? Just the idea that song was about Jermaine.
Did not know that. Oh my God.
Tonight is the night.
Because then Bobby almost try to put some pause on him.
Bobby has tried to put pause on everybody
because of the whole Janet thing too, and then he kind of cross-referenced with him.
What's the line? Saving all my love, where she talked about how her friends tell her go find you somebody else and all of that, blah blah blah. Now, not true enough, that is just a side chick anthem, but essentially, like I said, but I don't think Whitney wrote it. I don't know who wrote.
No, she didn't write any of her music.
But
I think Kashif wrote it.
Ooh, good. Look at you with the
I think Kashif. I'll be on my songwriters. I don't know. I'll just be reading about songs.
Yeah, no. That's a good one, the Kashif reference. Hold on, Jermaine.
Because he was
okay. Wait a minute. No,
he wrote "You Give Good Love"
by Michael Master and Gary Coffin. Originally recorded by Marilyn McCoo. Now that's a name I ain't heard in a while.
Marilyn.
That reminded me of my grandma bringing up Marilyn McCoo. And Billy Davis Jr. for their album Marilyn and Billy 1978. American singer Whitney Houston recorded it for her self-titled debut studio album 1985. It was released August 13th, 85 by Arista Records. Blah 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 blah. Let's see. But very simply put, Wikipedia ain't gonna say it. Google, who is Google to take, the world believes that it, but again, as I just said, that the song was written well before Whitney was doing anything. Now, I will say this, when it comes time to choose the songs that's going on your album, maybe she was like, "Oh, that song is just really just hit me. This hit me right here.
It
just hits me right here. That song
hits me."
But that's why I kept saying it's a rumor. It's the rumor, but obviously not true. One, we know that she didn't write it, but then two, it's not.
But she was kicking it with Jermaine. Period. That's a fact. So that's not.
Yeah, I was kicking it.
Yeah,
that's not hyperbolic saying exaggerating saying she was kicking it with Jermaine for a minute. It was just all about when that timeline is that's the question. That's where the question is of the timeline.
Okay. Wait. The song caused controversy due to its theme of having an affair with a married man. Houston's mother, Sissy Houston, did not at all like the scenario described in the lyrics, claiming that the song's message would reflect badly on her daughter. However, Houston herself confessed, "I was going through a terrible love affair with Jermaine Jackson. He was married, and that will never work out for anybody, never, no way." And so thus again, we could talk about, she may not have written the song for him, but the song resonated with what she was going through at the time.
And she was like, "Yo, I'm finna put that out."
Mm-hmm. You don't hear.
And it's one of those, I think at that time, some people would have figured it out. Again, that's just what we had access to your access came from Jet Magazine still wasn't really doing, it wasn't like gossipy. So you had to see it on tabloid. It had to be National Enquirer, the Star, the Sun with those rumors for you to be like, "Ooh, that's okay." Because we had no idea what the hell stars did in their spare time.
Not at all.
You think Whitney pulled up on Jermaine like, I know you wasn't on that We Are the World, but peep this.
Why was it Whitney on We Are the World?
Huh?
I was thinking about that.
Is it because she wasn't at the American Music Awards, maybe on tour or something, or?
She was going to Clive Davis after party.
When was We Are the World?
Was it 84? 85.
Give me a date. Give me like a time frame.
Oh, so
because it looks like essentially, I think
it's January. The American Music Awards were January 28th, 1985. Because I still got that tab open.
Her album was released Valentine's Day 85. So
that was her first album.
Yeah. So
she wasn't even cracking yet. So she wasn't even. She
knew.
Maybe had a single out before.
That's why they grabbed her for the MLK one.
It was like, check it out. Y'all missed that. Y'all missed that one.
That makes perfect sense, honestly. Like, I think she just wasn't. It just not yet. Like, if it had been the next year,
she would have been on it.
Yeah, she'd have been on there. Just even trying to see if any singles. Yeah, first single that dropped from the album, song called "Hold Me," came out in May of '84.
Oh, so yeah. I mean, even that wasn't
"You Give Good Love" was February of '85. "All at Once," March of '85. "Saving All My Love for You" didn't come till August of '85. So
Whitney came out with the ballads, then she went pop.
Yeah. What's the first pop?
That first album is the
ballads,
one,
right?
No, the first album does have "How Will I Know" on there.
Oh, okay. All right.
But no, what's the other song that I'm thinking of? "Emotional." That's the next song. That's the next album, I guess.
So that first album was all ballads, right? Mostly all ballads, right?
Yeah. And like, it didn't do bad, and also Jermaine Jackson is a producer on that album. Hold on, let me go check on my chicken.
Oh my God. Hold on. Jermaine is a producer? Oh man. Hey man, Jermaine be on some dirty work, man.
I don't think it get no better than black music in the 80s.
It was so low-key messy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yo,
like somebody needs to just make a movie just about like everybody in just behind the scenes in the 80s.
Just an 80s label thing, like
not even Studio 54, just black
I'm
music.
Trying to like a black label because Motown wasn't really popping as much in the 80s.
What's that one out there? Was it Solar?
Solar, that's the one.
Solar,
yeah, because Solar had like
they had
because Solar was spin off of Coltrane. Shalimar. That's where the Deal came from.
Yeah, the Deal.
Midnight Star, I think, was on there. That's a good idea.
That's
a Solar Records TV show.
Yeah, because of course, Mike was the biggest ever, and then Prince was right behind him.
Yeah, but we need a black label that was just doing it. Like, so Stacey, we were saying like, oh, the 80s was messy black R&B. Like, that was the messiest time of R&B was the 80s.
I'm like, yeah. So producers, on the album were Jermaine, Kashif, Michael Masser, Narada Michael, Walden.
Hey, what if Jermaine chose that song? Was like, you know what? That's Saving All My Love. That's us basically.
That
right?
was on the first album. That was on that first album. Oh yeah, he put that on there. Yeah, that was him. Hey, that was him.
Hey, Jermaine put that on the album. Hey, Jermaine put that on our first album.
And he probably put "You Give Good Love."
Like we gotta have something. I gotta have a redeeming quality as well on here. You know, the streets of figure, or you know. Hold on. This Hazel. Hold on. Because you know he's still messing with Hazel. Hold on, Hazel walked in. Let me call you right back.
And he talking shit to Barry Gordy, like, man, I got this new girl. Could sing Tina Marie out the water.
No, he didn't tell Barry because he messing with her.
Yeah.
Barry found out looking at the credits, like Stacey just said, that Jermaine was involved. He was like, hey, man.
He was like, this nigga here.
Listen, I'm just looking at I'm like, you see the little stuff on Wikipedia about the album. Jermaine. I'm like, it's a good time for me to go check on my chicken. And those wings are cooked to perfection. They just are, you know. It's so good.
Jermaine, fresh off the victory tour.
Bruh, this is, like I said, these are things like you can't make it up. I can't make this stuff up. Like we can make all these inferences about what may or may not have happened, but the timelines
don't lie.
Right, the 80s was a time.
Hey, she had some banging ass writers on here. She had Kashif, Jeffrey Osborne, Michael Master.
Oh yeah, you know Clive was on.
Well, like I said, she has Clive, and then
Clive gonna put it wasn't
copy. Like these are R&B writers. But
she wasn't no dancing. She was a singer. That's true. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she wasn't like no dancer.
Exactly. And Sissy was gonna have her doing ballads. Like I said, the fact that Sissy didn't like the song, we're like, we don't do none of that around there. I don't like none of that. And I know she said it too. I don't like none of that.
And then you got your auntie out here singing that's what friends are for.
Hey, okay, as we wrap up, is that what friends are for? Trying to ride off of the We Are the World for profit though. It's like the non-profit, it's the for-profit version of the non-profit version.
That was the senior citizen. That was the AARP version. Because all them niggas was old, man.
That's as soon as you say the song, I just hear Stevie on that harmonica.
Maybe they was like, man, we got to recoup off of this.
Yeah, Stevie was like, man, I'm gonna write my own song.
Never thought I'd feel this way.
Who was it? It was Stevie. Was it Gladys Knight?
Hey, that's on Dionne Warwick's album. So Dionne Warwick is the one that it's Dionne Warwick and Rod Stewart's album.
Right. So it was written by my good friend Burt Bacharach, who I forgot passed away last year. And until I saw it on the world.
Hey, this cool ass Scott from the I Love 90s Music Podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like it on the SOLC Network. You finna get all the real deal on the 90s, the 2000s, and the splash of that 80s. Do it right now, man. And I'll be your friend.